Morning. Back to the project. Okay, so last video when I left off, it was 11:30. We just got all the knives in, replacing those horrible things with the new bolt, well, with the old bolts. I don't know how we got these bolts, but those are the old style. But anyways, that was 11:30 last night. It's now 7 a.m. Gotta go through and torque every single bolt. 3 bolts per knife, 48 knives. This is gonna take just a little bit of time. Oh, luckily I got a torque wrench that'll handle it. And just like that, we're ready to go to the field. So we got all the bolts torqued that I was talking about. What else did we have to mess with? Sharpening. Bart went to go pick up the sensor at UPS because it was overnighted. UPS's overnight plane shows up at the airport usually about 8 o'clock at night. So if you go down there, well, it used to be 8 o'clock, now it's 9 o'clock. When they're getting the trucks ready to go, you can usually catch stuff and they'll just let you accept it there rather than deliver it. Bart went in there while I was adjusting the chains on the header, and they hadn't been to the airport yet to pick up the overnight shipment. So now we gotta wait on them to bring that out. So we went ahead and reset everything without the sensor like we have been all week. Hopefully that sensor fixes the problems, because I'm really tired of these problems. I'm tired of error code upon error code upon error code. So we'll see. I know I'm gonna have error code trouble today because it's supposed to be 100 degrees again. Crew from Texas should be here any time now and get fired up. Glenn is working on a neighbor's pit. He's got 300 acres to put up for himself. Man, my nose is running this morning. Did I take my allergy medicine? I think I did. I'm gonna go finish that half pivot I was on, and then I think that might all but wrap up wheat harvest for us. Because from there, I'm going to oats. I'm going to something green. Thank God. Oh, that's going to be nice. Trucks will be happy too. Instead of hauling 12 ton, we'll go back to hauling 20 ton. But with that being said, I'm getting a little fuel. Then we're going to head to the field. Blanca's back today. She already took off in the merger. Hector's bailing on the other side of the river. Kenny and Cameron went to pick up bales. We got guys there, and Big Chief still feeding cattle. Like Bart was working on the fly sprayer. Them poor guy, we got to get that fly sprayer going. The flies are going to carry them away. Anyway, so with the way silage is done here and the farmer is in charge of the swathing, you get some interesting setups. Most of the farmers anymore now have rotaries, so one swather can almost keep up. Sometimes you need a second. This guy though, he likes his old school sickle machines. So we got an older Case machine there, a New Holland over there, and then a really old school 11-16 New Holland. Kind of interesting. I hope they keep up. Well, there's a new feature. She's got the one wing folded up so it's out of her way. Huh. Well, that's cool. Hopefully the rest of the trucks get here some, but then again, we are hauling 30 miles now because we quit hauling to where we were last night. Now we're hauling all the way to Grenada, so it's another 5 miles. It's gonna be a slow start, but I finish this and I go to like a 5-mile haul, so, and it'll be green instead of ready to combine. We're all ready for a little green. Okay, like I said, crazy dry wheat done. Now we are chopping some really green stuff to blend with the stuff the Texas crew's chopping that is burning up. So we are chopping the oats on the new pivot at the moment. Careful. Oh, these things are yielding very nicely. Not too shabby. Just like that, another field done. It's been a slow afternoon, but we're slowly progressing. It is, let's see what the temperature's up to now. 101 at 5 in the afternoon. This is delightful. Because of the heat, I'm having troubles with the engine getting hot. Having even more troubles with the DEF system, because apparently DEF systems and heat don't mix. So I've been just kind of taking it easy. Just been using the one swather, so I've been right behind the swather anyways. But I figure it's better to do 4 mile an hour than sit all the time waiting on everything to cool down and waiting on the swather to get ahead. So we got this field done. Rather than get another neighbor out here at 5:14 in the afternoon, rather than get a neighbor going, we're just gonna go cut on another one of our fields, probably round 2 rounds of trucks. Oh, this field is rough. Then this field is ready for double crop, so we'll get the VT in here tomorrow, run across this, hopefully knock out some of this tillage roughness, because this field was tilled this spring. Hopefully get this smoothed up a little bit, get feed planted, and then maybe we get water back on this farm tomorrow afternoon. So what is it tomorrow? Today's Wednesday, so by Friday morning we'll be irrigating this. Sorry, I'm getting really tired. I always get very tired about 5 in the afternoon, so I bring all the energy drink for the late afternoon. But yeah, so let's go see how much of the next field we can get done. Well, we're suddenly done for the night. For once, it's not my fault. It's this guy's fault. Cameron, have you ever been on the camera yet?
I have.
Oh, what a coincidence, huh? Have you ever been right in front of the camera like this, though?
No.
Oh, what a shame. First time you get to be on camera. It's because you screwed up. Swather got a flat, but it's 6:30. We were about to quit for the night anyways. Time to go service. Well, one plus side of being done early. Came over to see what we got for a Texas crew. So, it's Kyle Beecham harvesting. I like the Moloch trailers. They seem nice. Bunch of Western Stars. T8. What's the truck hiding in the back? Another T8 with a Moss. What we got for a chopper? This one, $9.90. Huh. I'll be. I don't really got long today. I think I'm gonna run by the pit, see what the pit looks like. Well, good deal. Figured while I was out and about, I'd come by the feedlot, see how the pit is looking. So it's growing. Definitely growing. Let's go see what it looks like over here. Cattle look like they're ready for a brief little shower. Dust is just hanging in the air right now. Our cattle are the same way. Pit's looking decent. It's kind of striped camouflage colors because of the way the silage is right now. So we're cutting the really green stuff. The Texas guys are cutting the really dry stuff. They've got another half pivot, and then they will move on to a lot dry or a lot greener stuff, and then we can go back to wheat as well. Oh man, dirt's nasty. We'll go back to wheat as well because they've got, well, when they started today they had about 150 acres of stuff that was really dry, not quite as dry as what we've been dealing with. That's gotta be sprinklers firing up to get that many messages in a row. The stuff they're dealing with wasn't as bad as what we've been dealing with, but it was pretty bad. So we'll see. Oh, bumpy. We'll see by tomorrow afternoon. I should be on to just some regular wheat that needs chopped rather than cutting such green crop, trying to get it all blended in. Because the nice part about cutting green with the dry is it blends and it makes it actually ferment and ensile properly. Where if we were all just cutting that really dry stuff, you'd have a huge layer of it in there that would never truly ferment and ensile. The other cool thing is the feedlot has been going through a remodel for the last several years. So everything I already drove past has been redone. Now they're redoing all this. It's nice to see. I wish they were doing dirt work and getting the pins to flow right and stuff like that, but can only do so much. But yeah, then here's the old section. A lot of Holsteins this time of year. Oh man, but with that, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. Had a good day today, hoping for a better day tomorrow. Glenn had a rough day today. He's definitely hoping for a better day tomorrow. It's pretty tough where he's chopping at, but we'll just keep moving right along. About another 2 weeks of solid cutting, I think, and then it'll start to slow down. So today is the 16th. To give you a little perspective, I am way behind on these videos. Since it's fairly early, I am headed home right now to hopefully edit and upload a handful of them. I'm trying to get out about 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But then I wind up doing something like I did where I had a video yesterday and a video today. Shit, I think I even had a video on Monday. So I had 3 quick videos. Oh wait, I can't wrap this video. I know what I was gonna do for the ending. Catch back up with you in a second. This is what I wanted to finish the video on. This amazing piece of equipment. So this is a brand new Oxbow 2330. When I say brand new, I mean brand new, but a year old. So right after we got started, we realized there was a good chance the Kuhn wasn't going to make it through the year. So we reached out to Oxbow, talked to sales. I called one of their sales reps from Wisconsin. He goes, you know, I've had to turn down so many orders this year because even though we've put out more units, there's more demand, and we just physically can't meet that demand because of, well, honestly, because of COVID restrictions. You know, factories aren't allowed to operate at 100%. So Oxbow isn't operating at 100%. The companies that make all the parts for Oxbow aren't not going down that wormhole. Let's just focus on this. But when I was talking to him on the phone, he's driving past a dealership and he goes, you know what? I just went by a dealership that has a 1-year-old machine on the lot. It's missing a few parts. He goes, let me call you back tomorrow. He calls me back tomorrow. He goes, I've located the pieces we need for it. It's headed your way. Then I passed his name on to Big Chief because let's face it, he had to make the call on it. And it was supposed to arrive here last Wednesday. Wound up getting delayed because the truck it got loaded on, it was a split load. The truck went to Idaho first and then to here. So it got here on Sunday. They go to open it up and one of these cylinders, I don't know which, this one or the other side, was shot. So the dealership here in town took it to a place here that rebuilds cylinders, and they did a rush on it to get it out for us. So we got this in function yesterday afternoon. Blanca ran it all day today. I can tell she is loving it for 3 main reasons. First one being, there's no tines here like the Kuhn has that makes a massive plug. Because these teeth are curved, it throws the crop back. Where the Kuhns are straight, it throws the crop up. So you have to have the tines here to make the crop go in. Problem is, you get in heavy crop, all of a sudden the tines pushing up and these tines pushing down, you create a wedge and it plugs very rapidly. Second thing she's loving about this did not get blown off since we have owned it. We've took it across powder dry wheat that you saw this morning. We took it through that gnarly oats that you saw this afternoon. This is how clean this thing is. That coon would have had 300 pounds of crop built up on it. That's awesome. And the third thing she's in love with, this machine is greaseless. Auto lube like the choppers. Now, I don't know for sure. They're telling me there's nothing to grease on it. I'm betting the PTO shaft needs grease, because I have a hard time believing an auto lube line could spin a couple thousand times a minute and be perfectly fine. So I'm betting there's a little bit to do up there. But, I mean, to have auto lube is awesome. Because, I mean, here's the grease bank. It's all got little lines. I wonder where the auto lube bank is. It's got to be up there somewhere where you climb on the back. But yeah, so this thing, to say it's been awesome would be a massive understatement. Wow. Pin goes from there clear into there. Got it on the Massey, which is another added bonus. The Coon needed 150 or 160 PTO horse, so we had it on one of our baler tractors, that 245 Magnum. This guy only needs 120 PTO horse, if I remember right. 150 engine horse. Voila, 150 engine horse. Nice thing about the Massey, it's got the CVT transmission, so you can really dial in your speed as opposed to the case. You had to select gears. And this thing goes down the road at 30 miles an hour. As much driving around as we do, that's pretty handy. And plus, the other added bonus is now we can hook up both balers. So that has been a home run from what we've seen. And I think a home run is even downplaying it. Blanca's been kind of mastering the wizardry of this thing. Oh, I'm tired. I can't think. I'm gonna go find some food, try to edit some YouTube, and go to bed. I'll see you guys probably in a couple of days, because I got quite the backlog building.